Just a quick word before I get into the subject of the video. A lot of you are asking about the American Audio VMS4 4 Things I Love About DJing video contest. The results video, where is it? We said Monday, but Monday was Labor Day, so that wasn't going to work. And it's been a busy week for both me and Brian at American DJ, so just hang tight. We'll get it up as soon as we can. And we are kind of still checking out the videos. There's some good content, so it's kind of a hard choice to make. And I've made some suggestions on maybe a bonus prize. We'll see what happens. So just stay tuned. So why did I turn the camera on today? Well, I did a gig this weekend. It was the Indian wedding. You guys may have seen the gig log. And I did something at this wedding that I did another time this summer, and that was first and last names in the grand entrance. Now I know I don't film my grand entrances for you to see, but normally I just do first names. I don't do first and last, and there's a couple of reasons for it. In my brain, I reason it out this way. I live in a city that's full of European immigrants who came here within the last 100 years. I think the people who came over here a long time ago changed their names to more of an English spelling or English pronunciation. I know my name used to be Rolt, and now it's Red. And most people did that when they came over to the United States. They went to an English-sounding name. But the Polish community around here didn't do that. There's a lot of consonants and not enough vowels in some of these names, and you can really get tongue-tied. And the Germans, several of the ethnic groups that are here have really tough names. So instead of me insulting someone and totally screwing up their last name, I usually just do first. And people haven't really complained about that. But this summer, I did have a client earlier this summer who really wanted it, and I didn't gig log at this wedding because, how can I say this? They were snobs, and I just didn't feel like they would appreciate a gig log, I guess. I didn't want it to come back and bite me in the ass, so it didn't feel right, and I didn't gig log at it. In fact, they were really nasty about a lot of things at this wedding, so there was no gig log. But the Indian wedding, the Indian names, I was struggling with the first names, let alone last names. It was quite a tongue twister for me to do that grand entrance. And I did it, and I didn't screw it up. But, man, that was a tough one. So I posted on my Facebook page, hey, what do you think, guys? First names, last names, what do you do? And the response was overwhelming. Everyone had an opinion on this. Some people had very strong opinions on this. Coming to mind, DJ Bo had very strong opinions on you must do first and last names. Even if the client says first names are okay, you need to explain to the client that it's a formal, classy event. And it almost read, Bo, maybe I misread your post, but it almost sounded like if you don't do first and last names, it's not a classy event and it's more like a redneck wedding. Even if they ask for first names, talk them into doing first and last. But most people didn't say that. Most people said either I do first names or I do whatever the client wants me to do. It's their party. Steve Sharp, he said it's a formal event and you should do first and last. But, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I thought I'd put it up here on YouTube and let you guys express your opinions on it. My school of thought has always been, although it's a formal event, it's also intimate. So, because it's intimate, you don't want to get into too many format. You want to keep it friendly and I guess maybe, I don't know, loose. So I do just the first names. I guess I kind of assume that most people know who's in the wedding party most of the time. Not always the case, I understand that. But then, quite frankly, I ask myself, who cares? Do these people waiting to eat give a shit what Betty's last name is? No, I don't think so. And if they want to know, they can ask around and find out. Might help create some conversation later in the evening. And then the other thought I have is, if it's so formal, then why do they hire a DJ up there playing Boom Boom Pow and I Got a Feeling and YMCA and You Shook Me All Night Long? If it was that formal, black tie, everybody black tie, and let's have like a string quartet playing all night. That sounds formal to me, instead of having a DJ on the mic and doing the electric slide. But that's just me. I don't know. Maybe you can change my mind on it. Maybe I'm wrong, or maybe nobody's really wrong or right. Maybe it's just an opinion. But what do you guys think? When you're doing these either grand marches or wedding party dances or grand entrances, first names or first and last or whatever the client wants. Let me know down here in the comment section. I'm very interested in what you have to say. Give us your reasoning for it too. Practice and enjoy.